Hi, this is Karl with GallantFew. Here we are, August 2020, more than halfway through the year. What are you doing in the rest of 2020 to accomplish your objectives? Hey, if you're like me, a lot of your objectives went right out the window when the pandemic caused everything to lock down, because now all of a sudden we can't hold the events we want to hold, we can't go the places we want to go, we can't do things with the people that we want to do things with. Everything changed. There is the potential to retreat inside yourself, to isolate, to become very lonely, and to blame the pandemic for you not accomplishing the things that you had wanted to accomplish. So I encourage you right now to stop that line of thinking. I want you to interrupt it. I want you to restructure your brain, and I want you to start thinking forward. What can you do in the next minute, the next hour, the next day to move yourself towards your objectives? Maybe you need to sit down and redefine what your objectives are to the end of the year. But if you haven't sat down and defined in concrete what your objectives are, guess what? You're not going to get there. My favorite philosopher, Yogi Berra, once said, if you don't know where you're going, you're probably going to end up someplace else. And the people that know me get sick of hearing me say that. But how true is that? Because if you don't know where you're going and you just launch off, where you find yourself is probably not where you would have picked to be if you had been intentional about it. So I challenge you now, what are you doing to be intentional for the rest of 2020 and going into next year? Your education, your professional development, your friendships, your physical fitness, your diet. Have you identified the things that are absolutely important to you? And have you identified the things that you need to do to move towards those objectives? So hey, if you set some objectives and you haven't accomplished them yet this year, that's okay. Learn from the things that have prevented you from accomplishing those objectives. Do not ask why. Because if you say, why can't I do X, Y, or Z? The only way you can answer a why question always starts with because, and because is an excuse and a reason to not accomplish it. And a lot of the becauses right now are, well, because COVID. Let's not accept that. Let's intentionally decide, what do I need to do to accomplish whatever that objective is, and let's start moving towards it. If you need help along those lines, azimuthcheck.org, get in the GallantFew system. Let's have a conversation about the questions that you're asking yourself and how you can generate the vision that will move you towards your objectives. I hope you participate in Patriot Challenge. Registration is now open. I've got my Patriot Challenge shirt on. Run Ranger Run has morphed to Patriot Challenge. And how are you going to help connect America to her veterans? Because that's what Patriot Challenge is all about. Thank you for being part of the GallantFew network. Please direct other veterans to us. Let's continue to build this network of veterans and veteran supporters and patriots that love America. Be brave, be bold, and be gallant.